Hello and welcome to BlackBoxStocks. This is Swan. I want to be one of the first to welcome you to the platform, the community, and also all of the education that comes with your subscription. The purpose of this video is to go over a high-level overview of the entire platform. It should be less than 10 minutes to get us through it. And then we have how-to videos that breaks down each of these aspects and digs into them a little bit deeper. So please check those out. So this is the main landing page of BlackBoxStocks when you first sign in. A couple things we'll note is you have your charting system here, a volatility indicator in the middle, along with our alert log. Now the first time you sign in, you may not see these red alerts. They alert in the pre-market. And to turn those on, you have to go up here to your little picture and go to settings and click the enable rapid decline. So make sure that box is checked. You only have to do this setting once and it will save this setting. Then you'll pick up on those potential shorts that are coming through in the pre-market. Also, while you're in this box, if you have an E-Trade account or a TradeStation account, you can check those boxes and you can trade directly from BlackBoxStocks using those accounts. So if you do, check those and hit save. It'll log you back out, log you back in, and then you'll see these red alerts. And then under the trade button up here on the top, you'll come down here and you'll see that you can have an option now of either signing into TradeStation or E-Trade. You click in the login or TradeStation, click on simulated login, and that'll take you to those respective websites. You'll type in your credentials, and then it will bring you back into BlackBoxStocks, and then you're ready to trade. The other thing we want to point out on the alert log is this little button here. This toggle turns on the alert pop-ups. So there'll be a pop-up box that comes up, a nice visual representation anytime we get an alert, whether it be a stock or an option alert. There's an audible tone that goes with it. It is default by on. You can also uncheck it so you get no audio, but you do have the pop-up box still. So you can set those to your setting, to your preference. The other thing we want to point out here is the charting system. So I'm just going to click, there's some quick buttons up here, QQQ, SPY, DIA. I'm just going to click on QQQ. Brings up the chart, also brings up the volatility indicator. On the charting system, you can zoom in, zoom out by using your roller wheel. You have a couple of time options down here, the days, or you can click on the minutes, get some bigger time frames as well. On the views, you can save settings. So once you get the settings set the way you want them, you hit save view, and then you can give that view a name. And every morning when you come in, you just click that view, and it will automatically default to the way you have it set up. On display, you can go from different candles, bars. You can go to Heikin-Ashi. You can include extended hours. You can uncheck it if you'd like. You can change the theme. There's a day theme you can see there and a night theme, or you can customize it as well. Under studies, this is where we see most of the time people adding the studies that they want and then going over to view and saving it. So we recently have the dark pool volume profile added on. You can also have the orb, which is opening range breakout, which has become a very popular, nice favorite for most of our users right now. You can have those in 3 time settings there, the time frames, 5, the 15, and the 30. So you can select all those. You can come down here to anchored VWAP if you'd like as well. You can pick just regular VWAP down here at the bottom. Moving averages are here. So you click on a moving average. You set the time frame that you want. Let's say you want a 34, and then you want to have it as an EMA. So you would choose exponential. Choose the color that you want it to be, hit done, and then you can see that EMA has been added in. If I want to go back in and add those orb strategies of maybe the 15, now you see these lines came in here. We have more videos out there on that. Then once I get those all set the way I want, then I just come over here to view, hit save view, and then I give it a name and it'll save it. So that's how you use the charting system. The volatility indicator is our visual representation of what's happening on level 2. So if you ever sit and watch level 2, it can be a little bit distracting sometimes, make your eyes twitch. This is our representation. You would see buying pressure coming in or selling pressure as that needle would go to either direction. The different alerts that come in throughout the day, different colors. I'm going to have you do 2 things. I want you to download 2 items right now, if you don't mind. Go up here to education and download the stock guide and the options guide. Okay, so download both of those. Those will download as PDFs. Print them out. After hours, when you have a little time, read through them in detail. It'll answer 90% of the questions you have on the platform. So the stock guide and the options guide, those go into details of what these different colors mean. And also when I get over here to the options screen, it does the same for the options alerts and the option flow. Okay, so that is those 2 screens. Down here we have top gainers, top decliners, and then also yesterday's action as well. There's a watch list button there where you can add tickers to a watch list. I have one currently set up. So to add a ticker, you would just click on this, add the symbol. Let's say I want to add Intel to the group. Hit save. Now Intel is in here. And then when it comes to the options side here in a little bit, you can either only show that flow or you can omit it based on, like for example, if you see I have Tesla and Apple omitted on flow, but you have to turn that feature on. You can see there by clicking there, I have it on. Now it's off. Now the only is on, and now only is off. So we'll get to that in just a second when we flip over to the options side, but that's what that watch list button does there. I hit it again, brings me back to my normal dashboard. Over to the far right, we have several rooms here for chat. One thing to point of interest right now is we only are monitoring the main chat as far as text chat goes. So if you have a question or you want to say something to some of the moderators, you need to click on main chat right there. Now, two things happen when you click on main chat. First, you're brought into the chat room where you can type in your question, but also up here, this speaker turns green and it says you are now listening to main chat. Well, what am I listening to? What you're listening to is the main BBS trade room over on Discord. So by doing that, you are also going to be listening to the audio that's being piped in from Discord. So you'll hear the Kang, you'll hear T Lamb, Maria, Mel over there, and you'll hear them through the website, through the BlackBox platform. So if you want to listen to the Roadhouse, for example, if you want to listen to Bender and Hell's Bells, you click on the Roadhouse. But if you notice, the speaker still says main chat. So I'm going to uncheck that, check it again. And now I'm listening to Roadhouse. So I'll be listening to those guys over there. Then I can leave this area, come back to main chat. Now I'm in the main chat room where there's only one that's being monitored, but I am listening to Roadhouse. You can do that, or you can listen to main chat. If you don't trade options at all, maybe you're strictly a stock trader, that's perfectly fine. You want to click on live channels, and then you want to go to Tia's room right there, Mod Tia 1. She is our moderator that handles all of our common stocks. They kill those low floats all day long, in and out scalping, so you want to check out her room. Any member can create a channel. You can create your own channel and go live and invite some of your friends to monitor. You guys can have your own discussions, your own little community within our community, and that's by going to live channels. So that's up to each individual. But rooms are set, and these are the ones that you want to pay attention to. Again, main chat. Team trades are where all of the moderator trades that get pushed out go to, so you can look at them in detail if you want to look and see who got in, who got out, things like that. Flow plays are the ones that get pushed out to the app from Charlie. This is absolutely the best of the best flow that has come in for the day. Those are a nice way to review those. And then BlackBox videos. That's where I mentioned earlier that there's going to be some how-to videos on different aspects of the platform. You'll find those here under BlackBox videos. Homework is where a lot of the recordings are from our sessions through the week. So any of the webinars that maybe you couldn't attend, you can check out homework and you can find them there. Let's come down here to the alert stream. The alert stream starts off in the mornings and you have a filter to it. So it automatically sets to all, but you can uncheck all and check whatever you like. So if you just want to look at dark pool for the day, you hit that and it's going to show you all the dark pool has come in for the day. If you only want to see some insider buying that happened today, hit that, and then you're going to see all of the insider buys that came in on that day. So you can filter the alert stream as you'd like. The next one over is the pre-market scanner. It shows us the top 30 up, top 30 down based off of yesterday's close. So great little tool for pre-market. Post-market does the same, shows us the top 30 up, top 30 down after the hour, after the market closes. But this is the best part right here is the volume button, or the volume resets to 0. So for example, on this HOOK, we can see it's up 8.8%, but on almost 3 million shares. This little guy here was up 18%, but only on 127,000 shares or 29,000 shares. So it tells you the volume because it resets it to 0 as soon as the market closes. And then you can see if there's true interest behind the move based off of the volume of the move. So we love the post-market scanner. Market scanner just shows us the top 40 up, top 40 down as the day goes on through all of the market. Volume ratio takes into consideration the move based off of the average 10-day volume. So GLS, for example, is up, is showing it's trading 61 times its average 10-day volume at 9.5 million shares. So obviously it doesn't trade a lot during the day, right? So this is a nice look at Roku, for example. Roku traded 11 times its average 10-day volume at 66 million shares. That's because it reported and obviously had some interest behind it. So it's interesting when anytime we see some of the bigger tickers, the high-flying names in this category, always something to pay attention to. The news feature is a continuous feed of news that circulates through. It is also ticker specific. So if I type in Roku, for example, it's going to give me news just on Roku. And you can see they reported, gives me the report, gives me some price target lowers, things like that. So that's how you can use the news. It also is filter capabilities. So you can click on just ratings, for example. So if I click that, now I'm just going to see all of the ratings that have come in on Roku. I can also click all news, and now I'm seeing all the ratings, downgrades, upgrades that have come in over the last, as far back as I want to scroll. So that's a great way to look at possible watch list tickers, things that are gaining some attention based off of the ratings. So that's the news feature. And then we talked about chat. That brings us here. Okay, the next feature is the options page. So let's flip over to options. You can see the middle of the screen now changes to option flow. Down here we get now most active calls, puts, bullish flow, bearish flow. I'd like to tell you everyone to pay attention to these last two columns, bearish flow and bullish flow. Don't pay so much attention to these two. Okay, and we go into detail on why that's the case in our other options classes and our deep black box stocks orientation. So I encourage you to watch those videos. But option flow comes at you very hard, very fast in the mornings. So we have some filters here that help you guys filter it down, and you can set these filters however you would like. But there is a default setting, as you see here. And this is what we encourage. For newer people, we encourage you to uncheck puts because so much of put flow is hedging. It can be a little confusing at times, but if you like to watch puts, that's perfectly fine. But here's a little hack for black box stocks. You can have up to 4 different tabs of BlackBox open on your browser. So by doing that, that's going to let you get filters set up differently. So you don't have to always come back in here and change your filters. Let's say at sometimes you just want to see ETF filter, which is going to be, your QQQ, your SPY, your SPX, all that stuff. And you want to see just the big money. So you click that, at or above ask, and you hit that as your filter. Now, if I hit set filter, now I'm seeing only the large money coming in. So maybe I have that set up as one of my tabs. So that's what we recommend, is have different tabs set up above the different filters. That way you're not changing your filter all the time. You're just clicking through your tabs to see how you have them set up and see the data that's come in since then. Okay. While we're here, I want to point also the education tab, because this is probably the most important tab, but also the most missed, and that is the class calendar. We get asked all the time, where's the education? How do I get the education? That's how you find it. Go to education, click on class calendar, and then all of these courses come up. And you can sign up for any of these. They're all included in your subscription. There's no extra costs. Most places would charge you thousands and thousands of dollars for this type of education. However, this is all included in your subscription. So take advantage of it. Sign up for it. If you can't make the live classes, you can always find the recorded classes here under the homework channel. I said in the options tab, there was some other areas like the watch list, for example. So you can see here, if I don't want to see Tesla and Apple flow, I can check those, hit omit. Now when I go back to flow, Tesla and, let me go back to stocks here. Tesla and Apple have been omitted. You can see as I scroll through here, you do not see any of that. However, if I want to only see Tesla and Apple flow, I can do this. Now, go to flow. Now that's all I see. So you can set those filters up however you'd like. And then under the watch list, you can then either only see certain flow or omit certain flow, or if nothing's turned green and turned on here, then you're seeing all the flow that's coming through based off of your filter that you have it set here. Okay, and we have more details of the heat map, open interest, volume, alerts, the historical, all of that on other how-to videos. But this is a quick go-to presentation of how to get started with BlackBox stocks. Again, please do not hesitate to reach out to any of the moderators for help. Again, you can find that here under main chat. Just type in your message. We're happy to help you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The other thing I will highlight is every 15 minutes or so during market hours, the Black Box robot will post the link to the Discord room. So if you could also hang out in our Discord room where a lot of live calls are made as well. And remember, we're all here to help you. And with BlackBoxStocks, no one trades alone.